All right, guys, I'm sure you've seen all the buzz everywhere, but there is a brand new bait out from Yamamoto Baits, and that's this guy right here with the funny name and the funny shape. This is the Yamamoto Baits Yamatanuki. It is a very unique style bait, super unique bait. It's gonna be a straight up fish catcher. So today we're gonna dive in. I'm gonna tell you all about it, show you some few different colors, few ways to rig it, but also we got a little surprise here coming up about some other sneaky new Yamamoto stuff. So you're gonna want to stay tuned and make sure you watch all the way through this video. Okay, so the Yamatanuki is it's a very popular bait over in Japan. You know, they've been throwing this bait in Japan for years now. It's been in production from Yamamoto Baits in Japan for a while, but recently they brought it into the US just because it is a straight up fish catcher and it catches bass all over the country. So this is a heavy weighted bait. This is made with different types of plastic that weighs a lot. So this bait by itself, no weight, no hook, weighs 5/8 of an ounce. So to start, you're gonna be able to cast this bait a mile. You can cast it as far as you want, just weightless by itself with just the standard EWG or round bend style hook. You can cast this bait a mile. It skips excellent because it's so heavy and it's got these big surfaces on the side. When that hits the water, it just skips like a rock. Just ding, 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 skip wherever you want, under docks, under brush, under trees, anything like that. You can skip around the Yamatanuki. So, like I just mentioned, I like to rig it weightless. So I fish this bait weightless, and I fish it a lot like I would a Senko, but it acts totally different than a Senko. So I'll just take a EWG style hook. This is the Trocar Magworm, and this is the 4/0 size. So basically I'm just taking this, and there's 2 slots on each side of the Yamatanuki, and that just allows you to rig your bait and have a little less plastic for your hook to go through and penetrate through, so you get a better hookup to land ratio. So rig up this bait just like this. Want to always make sure it stays completely straight. And then I just like to Texpose that, so that hook is just basically sitting in that little groove there. You get that nice and straight. So that is how you're gonna rig up this bait to fish it weightless. Now you could add a weight and fish this, you know, like a Texas rig or something like that. But like I said, I like to fish this weightless just because of the unique action that it has whenever this bait falls. So rigged just like this bait is gonna fall sort of like, it sort of just wiggles its way down. You know, it doesn't fall straight down. It doesn't fall head first, tail first. It just sort of wiggles its way down. And whenever you give this a pop, this whole tail dances and this bait almost wants to walk the dog. You know, it twitches side to side and just kind of, it just looks so good and so natural in the water. It looks like one of those little bluegill that are injured or just trying to get away from something, and it just straight up triggers bites. So like I mentioned, I fish this weightless. You could add a small weight to here and flip this bait around just like you would any other creature bait. I know a lot of guys are putting this on the back of a jig, and essentially it makes it a big profile Ned rig style bait. Big bulky trailer on the back of a jig. I know some guys that have put this on the back of a chatterbait as well, and just let that little tail kick around like that. It adds a bunch of weight to your chatterbait, so it actually gets it down deeper, and you can fish this bait deeper and just allow that little tail to kick around and dance around a little bit. But the way this bait is shaped, you know, it's not perfectly symmetrical, I guess you would say. You know, you see the head is smaller than the body here, and then the tail sort of does the same thing. So it gets wider as it goes back, and that just gives it so much action and allows that tail to dance whenever this bait's sinking or you're twitching it around, working it. So this bait's gonna excel anywhere there's highly pressured fish. So if there's a group of offshore fish that you've caught a bunch on a different bait, you're gonna be able to throw this out there, and it's gonna be something they haven't seen yet, and you're gonna be able to get some more bites with the Yamatanuki. Other than that, you know, this is going to be a great bed fishing bait just because of the profile and the action. When it's weightless, you know, you can pitch this bait into a bed and it's going to dance around down there, and they're going to get really mad at it and they're going to eat it really quick. There's a bunch of great different colors that'll imitate all different types of forages. You know, of course, you got your standard green pumpkin. This one here would be a great crawfish or even a bluegill imitator. This one is the dark green pumpkin amber laminate. You got a green pumpkin blue. You got your purple. This one here, I believe, is brown and purple. Yep, this is the brown and purple laminate. So this just screams spotted bass to me. They're gonna eat that up anywhere there's spotted bass in the lake. But this is gonna be a very unique bait, and it is gonna catch a bunch of fish. So if you guys haven't checked out the Yamatanuki, there's a link in the description down below. FishUSA has some available right now, so you're able to get on there and order a few for yourself. But speaking of FishUSA, and while we're on the Yamamoto Baits lineup, I got another surprise for you guys. And I got 2 FishUSA exclusive colors in the FishUSA lineup. And that's these guys right here. So I got some samples for a few weeks now, and I've been able to get them out on the water and test them and make sure they're exactly how I wanted. But first up, we have this guy right here. So we all know the Senko is a fish catcher. You don't have to do anything with the Senko. Throw it out there and it's gonna catch fish. But a black and blue Senko doesn't quite have any flash or put off anything like that. So that's what I did with this color. And this color is called Becker's Black Magic. So I took a black and blue Senko and I added some silver flake into it. So as that bait is falling, the sun's gonna hit that silver flake and just kind of flash a little bit, and it just triggers bites. You know, that's what it's all about, is a little flash that fish is eyeing your bait, and he sees that little flash and that just triggers him to eat your Senko. So Becker's Black Magic in the 5-inch Senko, it is gonna catch some fish. I'm really excited to get this bait out to some places where I'm gonna be throwing a black and blue Senko around here soon, and I know I'm gonna be able to go behind people because this bait is only available at FishUSA.com. So I know I'm gonna have a bait in my hands that most everybody's not gonna have and not gonna be able to get unless they're on there ordering from FishUSA. So I'm gonna be able to take this behind people and have the confidence that I got a bait that nobody else has, and I'm able to catch some fish. So I'm really excited about Becker's Black Magic Senko there. And next up, this is gonna be for more later in the year once we get up to the smallmouth season, but my favorite little drop shot bait, the Yamamoto shad-shaped worm. And I took 2 of my favorite colors and combined them into one perfect little snack for some big smallmouth. So I took a dark green pumpkin and did that along the back, and then my favorite color, natural shad, along the belly, just to combine them into a beautiful laminate style bait that absolutely looks like a goby, looks like any type of shad. Just looks so natural in the water, in that clear water, and smallmouth are gonna absolutely eat this up. But this color is called Becker's Magic Juice, and it's also available right now at FishUSA.com. So if you guys are looking to get your hands on some new color baits that not many people are gonna have, you know, these, like I said, these are only available at FishUSA.com. So you're gonna wanna get these. You're gonna wanna have these in your boat, and they're gonna help you catch some more fish this year. I promise you that. But appreciate you guys watching this video. Leave me any likes and comments down below. Let me know what you think of the new Yamatanuki, and let me know what you think of my new exclusive color baits that are through FishUSA. And we'll catch up with you guys next time.